Hello world, welcome to CyberCreed, and today we are going to solve the problem named Dole Out Cadbury. This is asked in TCS Codevita and we are going to solve it using Python. And first we are going to see the approach to solve this problem, and then we are going to jump to our code and understand those code line by line. So let's just start. So let us just simply read the question first. And in this question, it is basically asked that your teacher is a reputed school teacher, and on the celebration day, you have to just distribute those chocolates to the students. And the condition that is given to distribute the chocolates are that it should be a square one, like 5 cross 5 or 2 cross 2. It should be in this form. It should be a perfect square. It can't be like 3 cross 7. It can't be 3 cross 1. It have to be just perfect square, like 3 cross 3 and things like that. So let us see what are the input formats, and in the first line will contains the integer p that denotes the minimum length of the Cadbury box. So first we are given minimum and maximum length, so and then we are given minimum and maximum width. Means at first we are given minimum length and maximum length, and then we are given minimum width, and then we are given maximum width. So let us just understand this with this simple example, that is 5, 7, 3 and 4. So it will be given 5, 7. 5 is the minimum length of that box and 7 is the maximum length, and then 3 is the minimum width and 4 is the maximum width. So the first thing that we are going to do, that length is between 5 to 7, you can see here, and width is between 3 to 4. So what we have to do, the first and the foremost thing that we have to do is to generate this possible combination like we have generated here. And how we can generate this, like the minimum length is 5 and the minimum width is 3, so we are going to generate 5 cross 3. Then we are going to increase this a bit and we are going to make it like 6 cross 3, and then we are going to make it one more up to 7 cross 3. So we have made this using the length and using a single breath. Then we are going to make taking this like 5 cross 3, 6 cross 3, 7 cross 3 is already made. Then we are going to make to 4 like 5 cross 4 and 6 cross 4, and then 7 cross 4, and like that. As you can see, 5 cross 3, 5 cross 3, 5 cross 4, 6 cross 3, 6 cross 4, and like that we can just generate this possible combination. And once we have got those possible combination, the next thing that we are going to do is we have to check that from this how many perfect square can be made. Like from 5 cross 3, the first perfect square that can be made is, we can't make 5 cross 5, we can't make 5 cross 4, we can't make 5 cross 3, but we can make, the thing that we can make perfect square is 3 cross 3. So like that, first we made 3 cross 3, and when we made the 3 cross 3, the total amount that was left, when you have just, this is 5, this is 5 and this is 3, and when you just cut out the 3 from here, this is 3 cross 3, then what is left here is, it is 2 and it is 3, you are left with 2 cross 3. And then when you are going to just break this 2 cross 3, then you are going to get, you are first going to take the minimum like 2, and here is 3, so we are going to take 2 cross 2 out here. And then what it means is that from here 2 cross 2, this is 2, and here you can say here till here you just take it out 2 cross 2. So again you perform a pair, and what you are left with is 2 cross 1, so you are left with 2 cross 1. So from here 2 cross 1, what you can make is, you can make 1 cross 1 and 1 cross 1, so this is 1 cross 1 and this is 1 cross 1. So from here you make 1 cross 1 and you made 1 cross 1. So now here you have all the 4 possible combination, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that we gave the first 3 cross 3, and then second you gave 2 cross 2, then third is 1 cross 1, and 1 cross 1 is distributed to other 2 children. So with the help of this 5 cross 3, we are able to generate 4 chocolates. And then with the help of 5 cross 4, we can just do the same process, and we can see how much chocolates of perfect square can be basically be generated. So like this we are going to solve this problem. So now let us just see what is the basic approach that we can take to solve this problem. So let's say we are given 5, 7 and 3, 4. The first thing that we have to do is to generate all those possible combinations. So how we can generate it? We can just simply start a loop with this minimum number, and we are going to go till this maximum number. So we are going to start a loop at 5 and we are going till 7, and inside this loop we are going to generate one more loop. And in that loop, what we can basically do, with the help of 5, we have to make of 3 and 4, and if it is like say 5, then if it is 3 cross 5, then we are just going to loop through 3 till 5. So again this loop will go till 3 and 5. It is the basically the minimum and maximum length, and it is basically the minimum and maximum width. So once we have done this, what we can do, we can just multiply, we can just simply store this I and j. Let us just say this is I and this is our j loop. I will be first 5 and j will be first 3. So we can just simply store 5 cross 3. Then the next time when loop will come, it will generate 5 cross 4, and then it will generate 5 cross 5, like this. And again when loop will come here, it will become 6. I will be 6, then it is going to generate 6 cross 3, 6 cross 4, 6 cross 5, and like this. By the end of this loop, we will have all those possible numbers, like we can see in this case, till after using that loop we will get all these numbers. So let's say you got the number like 5 cross 3. So what is the next step that you can perform to basically check how many possible squares can be formed? So for that, what we are going to do, we are just going to find the minimum of these both number. So like this, and if we are going to check, of course 3 is minimum here, then we are going to check 3, and then we can say, of course we can generate 3 cross 3 here. So with the help of 5 cross 3, the first that we can make it 3 cross 3. So once this perfect combination is made, we are just going to increment our counter to 1. Then we are going to say how much is left here. Like when we are going to take out 3 cross 3 from this 5 cross 5, what we are left with is, we are going to just subtract this the minimum to the maximum. So here the maximum is 5 and the minimum is 3. So when we are going to subtract this maximum from this minimum, which is maximum minus minimum is equal to, then it will be 2, and we are going to simply leave the previous minimum 2 as it is, then it will be 2 cross 3. And again we are here with 2 cross 3, and with the help of this 2 cross 3, what we can do, we are again going to perform the similar step as the first. We are going to find the minimum in both of them, and here the minimum is 2, so we can generate 2 cross 2. So we can increment our counter to 2, and we are going to update this both value of this and this. So how you can update, we can just subtract the minimum from those maximum. So here the maximum is 3, so we can subtract 3 from this 2. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So what we are left with is 2 cross 1. And once you have this like 2 cross 1, and whenever you have the 1 here, if you found the 1 in any type of minimum cases, like either here 1 or here 1, you are simply going to generate, like from here you can, what you can generate is 1 cross 1 and another 1 cross 1. So you can just simply increment 1, 2, 3 and 4. But we can optimize our code like this. So if you can say, like if it is 100 cross 1, so it will be stupid to just keep on running our loops till 100 times. So what we can do, as soon as we find out that our minimum number is 1 in either this side or either this side, what we can do, we can just simply update our counter to this maximum number. Because how we can generate 1 cross 1, 1 cross 1, 1 cross 1, we can keep on generating till 100 times. So like this, like in this case, what we can do, we have incremented our counter to 1, we have incremented our counter to 2. Then we can just update this maximum number, like we can just simply add this counter 2, which is currently 2, and we found out that here we are getting 1 as the minimum number. So we are going to just take out the maximum number from here as soon as we found that minimum number is 1, and we are simply going to add this 2 here. So it will make 2 plus 2 and it will be equal to 4. So like this we got the first one. Like this we got for 5 cross 3, then we can get the same for 3 cross 4, 6 cross 4, 7 cross 3, and we can just keep on incrementing our counter and adding all of them. So once we add all of them, we are going to get the result as 24 for this given test case. So I think you understand this problem well. This question is pretty much easy, and you can basically solve it big O of n square time. Here as you can see, P and Q are 501 and 501. So it is not a very large number. So we can apply n square and it will be pretty fine here. So let me show you the code and we will understand those more clearly. So here is our code. What we are going in our code, as we have already seen, we are going to start our loop from L1, which is the length one, which is the minimum length, and we are going till the maximum length. And in Python, you just stop one before the maximum length. So we are simply incrementing one here so that we just don't stop. Like if it is 5, our loop stops at 4. So to prevent that, we are simply adding 1 so that our loops go till the given number. And here also here is our width. We are going till the maximum and minimum width with this loop. And what we are going to do, we are just going to simply store these two numbers. Like we are going to store 3 cross 3, 3 cross 1, 7 cross 3. We are just simply going to store all those possible combinations. Like for first it will be 3 and it will be 4, so we are going to store 3 cross 4, then we are going to store 3 cross 5, like this. So by the end of it, in our list L, what we are going to have is, we are just going to have all these possible combinations. Like we can see 3 cross 4, 7 cross 3, 7 cross 4, all those possible combinations will be stored. And once we have stored up all the combination, then we are going to loop through all those combinations. So we are going for j in L. So here we are going to loop and we are going to take the first value and the second value. The first is F and the second is G. And then what we are going to do, as we have discussed, we are going to stop the loop as soon as either or both of them have become 0. So in this case, like our number F is 5 and G is 3, which was basically 5 cross 3, then we are going to just decrement them. And how long we are going to decrement it? We are going to decrement it till either one of them becomes 0. And then what we are going to do, we are going to find the minimum in our variable m. We are going to find the minimum of this F and G, and in our case it is minimum of 5 and 3. And as we have discussed, when we found the minimum, we are going to subtract it from our maximum number. Let me first tell you this. If m is equal to z, means if this second number is our minimum number, then we are going to just decrement our maximum number, which is f, by this minimum number. So we are subtracting maximum to the minimum number, and then we are incrementing our counter. Means we have found one pair. And if it is not the case, if the minimum is the first number, then we are simply incrementing our maximum number to the minimum number, which is G, and then we are incrementing our C. And here is the case that we have discussed to minimize our complexity, to optimize our code a bit. As soon as we found that minimum number is 1, like any of those minimum number is 1, we are simply going to increment our counter to one of those maximum number. So this is how our program is built. And once we are going to run the code with the test cases as given in our question, we are simply going to end up with the result 24. Let me show you that this is the number. Like here we get 24. So this is how you basically solve these problems. And if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section below. And thanks for watching this video till the very end. And please make sure to like to our video and give a subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any future updates. So thanks for watching.